Hey everybody, the purpose of this video is to get you some solutions to this quiz about you and your friend flipping coins and trading money back and forth. So I just wanted to make sure you understood how to get the distribution together and run from there. So let's see what it says. Complete the following distribution. So 4 heads, 3 heads, a tail, 2 heads. Okay, so we got payouts and probabilities. Move my heater. So you got a payout and a probability. And it looks like I'll give you $1 if we get 4. So there's a payout of $1 for you if you, whoever's flipping, you flip a coin 4 times. If you flip 4 heads or tails, I'll give you $1. If you flip exactly 3 or exactly 3, you give me $1, which means you're out. I'm doing your average now. So this is a +1 coming to you for 4 heads, 4 tails. -1 coming to you, or a 1 coming to me for 3 and 3. And 2 of each. Neither of us pays the other anything. So there's a 0. So that's a 0. So there's our payouts. 1, -1, 0, -1, and 1. Okay. Now the important thing is the probabilities. We need to know how likely these things are. Now if you're familiar with dist fill, this is binomial. If you flip a coin 4 times, that's a fixed number. This is like going and buying chickens at the store if you were buying unsexed chickens, because it's 50, excuse me, I keep hiccuping. It's 50-50. So, but it's not like the chickens, because the chickens were 90-10. So because I wasn't sure where you were, I went ahead and gave you some hints on this. So the chance of 2 heads and 2 tails is 3/8. So that means this right here is 3/8. So now we have to split the other 5/8 in these 4 spots here. I gave you some clues to figure it out. The chance of 4 heads is the same as the chance of 4 tails, so these are the same. And the chance of 3 heads and a tail is the same as 3 tails and a head, so these are the same. And the chance of 3 heads and 1 tail is 4 times as likely as 4 heads. So you've got some probabilities that sum up to 5/8. The sum of all the P of X's is 1. But you know so far you've got 3/8, so you have 5/8 more to go. Okay, now that 5/8 is made up of this, 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 and this. And I just told you that these are the same, and this is 4 times as likely as this. So follow the algebra here. I'm going to do a little bit of algebra. You don't have to do it this way if you don't want to. But that 5/8 is made up of an X, a 4X, a 4X, and an X. Put the X out there on that. And you see, what I'm doing is I'm calling this X and this 4X because it's 4 times as likely as this. And since that's the same as this, I'm calling that X. And this is 4 times as likely as that. Good so far? Alright. So that's 3/8 plus, that's 10 X's all together. Alright. So now this equals 1. So take this over, you get 5/8 equals 10x. And then it's just a matter of just a linear equation you got to solve. So you're going to get divide both sides by 10, so you end up with, let's see if I divide that as 1/16. I did that right in my head, I hope I did. So that's 1/16. This is 1/16. This is 4/16 or a quarter. This is a quarter. Let me double check that to make sure it adds up. A quarter and a quarter is 2 quarters, or a half, or 4/8 plus 3/8 is 7/8, and that's 1/8 together. Yep, we're good. We summed to 100%. As another check, a logical check, flipping 4 tails means you have to flip 1 coin each time with the half of the probability to get tails. A half times a half times a half times a half is 1/16. So we're solid now. We're good. There's your distribution. That's your first 2 points. Number 2 is find the expectation or the average. So you can do this either way. I didn't put a W on this because I didn't expect you to crunch it by hand. You totally can crunch it by hand if you wanted to, but I didn't make you crunch it by hand. I expected you to run the technology. So I'll go with that. I'll go with that one because we were doing that by the end of class that day. The average payout for you is -37.5 cents. And you would do L1, L2, 1 bar stats. You can see why it's -37.5 cents by using the idea that times that, plus that times that, plus that times that, plus that times that. So essentially what you're going to be adding together is 1/8. and you'll be subtracting from that 1/2. 1/8 minus 1/2 is -3/8, which is -37.5. So that's what your expectation, your average is. What does it mean? It's negative. That means you're losing money on average, and you're giving me 37.5 cents per trial on average per game. Now, you're not actually ever giving me 37.5 cents, but you're averaging a loss of 37.5 cents per game, per game we play. Good so far? Pretty straightforward. Now, this one, if a game's distribution has a fair expectation, or if a game is fair, its expectation is 0. What should I pay you? All of a sudden I call myself your friend. So, what should I pay you here and here to make the game fair? Okay, so the way I did this was with an equation. You do not have to do it with an equation. I mean, you can just do it by trial and error. So what I did was, I essentially put question marks here and here, and then I solve for the question marks. Now we're going to need some more room in order to do this. Let me grab something to erase with. I guess we can just use my sweatshirt for now, rather than turn the movie off. Okay. So this is the old expectation. So what I need to do is I need the expectation, the average payout, to be 0. And if it's 0, then I'll know that you and I, although each of us is losing or gaining money each roll, each flip, I guess, each set of flips. But at the end of the day, if we've played a long period of time, none of us is worse for the wear. We're splitting even here. So I'm going to take that times the 1/16th, 1/16 times the question mark, plus -1 times 1/4, plus 0, I'm not going to leave that out, plus -1 times 1/4, there we go, plus 1/16 times the question mark. So all I've done is I've done this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this, which is 0, plus this times this, plus this times this. Now that has to equal 0. I want to do a little bit of math first. That's 1/8. So that's 1/8 times the question mark. This is 1/2 times a -1. And it's got to equal 0. So this is the equation I now have to solve. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think we can knock this thing out pretty quickly. 1/8 times the question mark equals, when I bring this over, 1/2. And then I multiply both sides by 8. So the question mark now is 4. 1/8, or 8 times 1/2 is 4. Your buddy has to pay you $4 every time you win. $4 here and $4 here in order for you to break even. And hopefully that makes sense. He's winning 4 times more than you are, right? He's winning 4 times more than you are. So in order to bank on this game being fair, you must be paid 4 times what he is being paid by you, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Hope it does. So anyway, there's some solutions for your first quiz. Hope they were helpful, and catch you in class.